goes back to ancient times, and it's making modern women breathe a huge sigh of relief after having babies. It's the placenta. Women who ingest capsules made from their own placenta report fewer emotional issues, more energy, and one local mom wants to spread the word.
I have a history of depression, and my mom had a pretty bad postpartum depression with me. So it was in the back of my mind that this might be an issue for me.
But local mom Christine Newbegin is happy and energetic when she talks about her 1-month-old daughter, Quinn. A crying baby doesn't bother her like it does so many first-time moms.
I feel like I'm more cognizant of, okay, I'm reaching my point here where I need a break. Somebody give me a break. And I haven't felt depressed or weepy or sad or anxious. Nothing like they say is normal, they quote-unquote normal.
That's because Christine tried something new to Madison, but that's been done since ancient times, ingest her placenta.
This has been done for thousands and thousands of years all over the world. The placenta is formed when the embryo is formed. It actually splits off into two. And the placenta sustains the baby and the mom throughout the whole pregnancy. It's like the food grocery store.
Bridget Hirata works for the company Placenta Benefits. She prepares the placenta according to traditional Chinese medicine, putting it into a pill form for moms to ingest the first few weeks postpartum.
A woman has 3 times the amount of hormones in her body during the 3rd trimester as she does on a normal day. Within 4 to 6 days postpartum, she goes right back down to normal. 80% of women have postpartum depression, some form of baby blues, and it's just considered normal.
But it doesn't have to be. Christine says lots of people are taken aback when they hear what she did, but also very interested.
For $200 to have your sanity the first couple of weeks and, feel good about what you're doing and, feel good about your baby, I think it's worth it.
And I can tell you, I wish I would have had that option myself when I had my babies. Placenta Benefits, the company, started back in Vegas in 2006. It's only been in Madison a few months now, but they are getting very busy based on references from moms like Christine. More information is on their website, and that's linked to ours at NBC15.com.
Okay, Sarah, come on up here. I want to ask you a few questions because I had questions during the story. So what they're saying is there's a lot of hormones in the placenta, so it kind of helps stabilize the drop off in hormones.
Right. And every mammal, and I didn't have this in the story, every mammal, dogs do, on Earth, eats their placenta. And in really old times, when the cavemen would go out for a hunt, sometimes the women would share some of the placenta, make it into a soup, and it would sustain them for 2 or 3 days, more so than the food they would bring. There are all kinds of really interesting stories. A lot of that is on their website. Truly, and at first when I heard the story, I kind of went, ooh, because I remember seeing my own, and certainly it doesn't look appetizing, but you saw it's a pretty little bottle in the pills.
Just the pills look like any kind of a natural supplement.
And some have said, well, what if that's just a bunch of nonsense? And like Christine said, for $200, even if it is the placebo effect, so to speak, she felt great. And she has had a history of depression herself, and how brave of her to come out and tell us about that. And just to speak for it. She looked great and sounded great. I met her a couple weeks ago, too. That baby was like 2.5 weeks old. And she had energy more than me.
That was fascinating.
Thanks.
That story was fascinating. Because when Sarah had first told me about it, I thought, right. And then hearing about it, pretty interesting stuff. All right, hey.